Welcome to the SuperHero Sanctum,
an offshoot of the PCVG in which Tetris
and Waha try to pitch each other superheroes.
Each episode will be at least 10 minutes long,
but each superpower may last several episodes.
So stay tuned and enjoy. Alright, now then, for this week's episode, I'm again pitching Waha ideas because Waha hasn't quite stewed together his hero and villain palette. And what I have for us is what I like to call Locked in Lead Lad. The idea of this superpower, Locked in Lead Lad, is a great joke on this, and you'll learn why in a minute. It's a sidekick that actually has the superpowers, but can't use them or make use of them himself, so he has to concentrate and create a superpowered individual who is then the superhero, knocking him down to an overglorified sidekick.
God. And it's a matter of, does he be the sidekick for the sake of,
like protecting the day?
Oh, yeah, making it seem like he's less important. I don't know. People tend to capture sidekicks. Would he be able to, in a captured state, provide powers? Is this a totally mental thing? It's all like, I look pretty hard at you, and now you're a better person because of it.
Yeah, see, that would be the kicker, and it's because he is his source of powers that it's why I say Locked in Lead Lad. It would be the superhero's priority to make sure that this kid can't be hurt, otherwise he goes back to being Joe Blow. I love the idea of the relationship that these two have to have. They either have to be completely friends and symbiotically working off each other, or he has to be in control of this superpowered person, because there's no way that the person giving the superpowers could ever be in control. He's a normal kid. He could even be in a wheelchair, like a crippled, but whenever he concentrates hard enough, he can give this person super speed and strength and stuff.
So, yeah, basically, you're saying the one who holds the power holds the power.
Yep.
It's a unique concept, but, it probably would end up like a friend sort of scenario, because you wouldn't want someone, as a prisoner, say someone, captured this person. It's like, you now give me powers, and I'll not kill you.
Right. And then you're flying around through the air, and then halfway through, the kid takes off the powers, and you fall to your death or something.
Exactly. Even if you were some kind of mob boss who, is like, you do that and you're dead. And sure, he's dead, because he did that to you, but you're dead because you fell, I don't know, 100 feet, and no one was ready for it.
Or you're going breakneck speeds, and then all of a sudden the superpowers are turned off, and you trip and break your neck.
Or you're in a superhero battle with some 10-ton monster, and then suddenly you're a regular dude.
Or an example, and then terrible things
happen. Yes, that sounds terrible.
Right. Well, for the case of this, I'm going to say that he can bestow the superpower at thought, but that doesn't mean that he can't be stopped. It would be the reverse Magneto. If somebody put the Magneto helmet on top of him, then he couldn't give the power.
Oh, yeah. Oh, still, it'd be funny if he had to do it by touch. So he's freaking just clenched onto someone, especially if they're flying around.
He's the cape wrangling in the background, holding on for dear life to the superhero. Well, that'd be pretty good.
Just riding him like a horse. Ooh, what if he just did it to a horse?
See, he could give the superpower to whomever he wants. I just think that this kid, in my mind, he's aware that he gives the superpower, but he's not 100% clear that he's in control of it. And because of a fucked up relationship he has with the superhero, he's like a prostitute, where he's just has no idea there's a life outside of his pimp, the superhero. I know, this sounds like the perfect person to save your day. Please, the meteor is coming towards the Earth. Will you save us? I don't know. Are you going to give me a movie deal? No, I guess I'm not going to save you today, am I?
Yeah, yeah, like most superhero work goes like completely free. Sadly, you know, the life of a superhero in the downtime is not that great. It's basically like working two jobs. And one you're like, is unpaid and thankless.
Well, and like the only way you get away with it is to have someone like Batman buy you a superhero cape. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people who hung out at the Justice League's fucking space satellite. Seriously, where would Martian Manhunter hang out with if it wasn't?
Uh, Probably nowhere. Mars? Or is there a reason he can't go back to Mars?
Right. Well, there's just nothing there. It's dead. I don't know. I don't technically know enough about Martian Manhunter to make any of these assumptions, but I do know that he has his own like social life, and that he changes into a human to do that, and that he's black and is human.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Weird stuff. Cartoon movies have taught me some things.
But what was he in the comics? It's a weird thing. They've changed that constantly. Nick Fury was white, but I think he was also in a different one, black, but I'm not sure. There's been... Wait, no, I think Marvel is one of the ones that hasn't fully restarted, have they?
No, I think they have restarted, like at least to go with the movies and stuff.
It's true. That's why, Captain America's dead. He stayed dead for a while. I don't think he's coming back.
I don't know. Captain America, I thought. Oh, are you talking about the Winter Solstice movie or what?
No, I'm talking about in the after the struggle between the people who want superhero and other supers to be registered and the people who don't. He was killed over all that bullshit.
Oh, maybe. I've also heard that he got locked in the Tesseract with the Red Skull, but that was because of the Secret Wars that I think that. So that could have just been him being pulled out of being stuck in there for a temporary time.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Who
We're talking
knows?
too much about superheroes that have nothing to do with Locked in Lead Lad and his
It's
superpowered.
true.
So, what superpowers would this super person get? Would he be like Superman? Because I would just say let's make him Superman.
I'd say let's basically, yeah, make him better in every way. Faster, stronger, nearly indestructible. Like, really, just completely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like none of this. Oh no, a piece of my planet can harm me. No, no, no. The way you harm this guy is you steal Locked in Lead Lad and you stop him from giving him powers. But there's also
Yeah,
some interesting things we could do where like Locked in Lead Lad gets either hypnotized or brainwashed.
it's true, where he's giving these almost completely unstoppable powers to people who shouldn't have them. It's gotta literally be, nothing can really go up against these two people. Whoever, this one person is focusing on. It has to be completely, utterly, you get, energy blast for free, constantly, unstoppable. It has to basically be limited by the power of the imagination.
Yeah,
That sort of
exactly.
thing.
Well, it's not like Green Lantern because I had thought about that where he basically is Green Lanterning out somebody, but I'd rather just go with he just makes them better, like faster, stronger, and like the person becomes Superman. Not the laser eyes. That was stupid as well. But I mean, speed, strength, flying.
Yeah, the general things like that, because maybe it's just exactly what the kid thinks a superhero should have and do. It's partly in control, but partly not, because I guess we've established how old he's gonna be, probably 7, give or take.
No, I'd have him older than that, but like you couldn't have him a teenager because that's that rebellious phase and all that. So you have him like 10 when he's still really into superheroes and smart enough to be brought on to stuff without just being massacred by evil villains. So like some self-preservation. Who would... I'm going to
Who
go
would be
with...
his first target? Wait,
Well, not
target
even
might
his...
not be a good word.
I wouldn't say target. I would say who would be their villains? Who would be the person who's opposite of them? But before I do that, I'm going to call it right now. This is where we're taking our first break in between episodes. So tune in next week to hear all of our ideas about the villain for Locked in Lead Lad and his superpowered superhero, the Superman.
See you
Using
next time.
the makes it better.
The.
Yep. See you next time, kiddies and kiddos.